up next we have Curtis. Please raise your hand if you have a question for Curtis. Let's go ahead and start with Andrew.
Hey Curtis, Andrew with MMA Sucka. I'm just curious to know, how do you feel coming into this PFL? I don't know if you've ever done tournament type matches before. If you haven't, how do you feel about this the structure and format?
I'm very excited about the structure. 4 fights, $2 million. It don't get no better than that.
Thank you very much.
No problem.
Next question, Harry.
Hey Curtis, Harry Mack from the Bookie's Basement. So I just wanted to ask you, hypothetically, if somebody owned some signed Curtis Millender memorabilia and you were to go on and win the PFL welterweight title, not only would you win 7 figures, do you think maybe also hypothetically those people would make some money too?
Exactly, man. The price is definitely going to shoot up on the Curtis Millender stock after this.
It's good to know. Good to know. And speaking of the price shooting up, you're a plus 360 underdog right now in Vegas going into this fight. So do you feel disrespected like that at all? Do you feel like people maybe aren't giving you enough credit coming into this fight?
No, I don't take it as disrespect at all. He's done a lot in the sport. I still have a lot to do in the sport. I just have to, show them that they need to work on the odds, and anybody that cashes in on me, I need my 10%.
Fair enough. Well, thank you very much. And I'd also like to tell you that your Instagram makes me laugh very regularly. But good luck on
Awesome.
Thursday.
Thank you.
Up next, let's go with Chris Santiago.
Hi, Curtis. Chris from MMA Allen here. You and Rory are both coming from Bellator. So, what can you say about his time in Bellator and especially his title reign?
I wouldn't say he had the most exciting run in Bellator, where he had a draw and a few and mostly decisions. So I wouldn't say it was the best Rory we've ever seen. He had some success because he won the belt there, but the Rory that was exciting and of the past, the UFC Rory, that's the one. That's the Rory that I want on Thursday.
Got it. And do you think this is the biggest fight of your career so far?
Oh, definitely, hands down, the biggest fight of my life. So I'm ready to go and cash in and make the most of it.
Thanks, Curtis. Best of luck.
Thank you.
Up next, Ronald.
This is Ronald E. Smith from Getting Real. Curtis, how you doing?
Great, sir. How are you?
I'm doing very well. I just want to ask you this question for yourself. As everyone knows who Roy McDonald is, he has his name has been on the game for on the game for so long. How do you keep in your mind not the name, but just look at him as a fighter?
I look at everybody as everybody's a man. Everybody I fight is a man. He has 2 arms, 2 legs. I just gotta go out there and do what I'm confident in myself in doing, and it's gonna be just like I want it to be. Go out there and be dominant and finish Rory.
And since you will be on ESPN too, for the new fans who will check it out, what do they need to know who Curtis is?
Man, high level striking, crazy speed, and crazy creativity in there.
That's all we need to know. We'll see you then.
Hi Curtis, Hamad Mia from MMA Diagnosis. I was just wondering, when you got that call from the PFL, I mean, Roy McDonald main event and a chance to win $1 million this year, what was going through your head?
Dream fight, dream money, dream opportunity, and just got to make it a reality. I've always wanted to fight Rory. I've always seen myself beating Rory for years, so it was a surprise, of course, but I wasn't shocked. I didn't get nervous. This is what I wanted.
Do you feel like Rory's the #1 seed in this kind of welterweight
Absolutely
division?
not.
Right.
It's the disrespect that they're giving Ray Cooper right now is crazy. He's a champ. He should be the #1 seed. But I'm gonna beat both of them. So to me, I'm the #1 seed.
All right. Thank you, Curtis. Good luck for your fight.
Thank you.
Head kick audio
Hey, what's going on, Curtis? How you doing?
I'm great, already like yours. Head kick audio. That's right up my alley.
That's it, buddy. Okay, so we know that you bring a fan-friendly fighting style, with your fights, and we know that sometimes you've struggled with wrestlers and grapplers. So, in this time off, before you got the opportunity to step in here for PFL, have you shored any of that up? And what are you looking for this season?
Yes, I definitely did. I went out and spent 2 months in Arizona at Fight Ready with Eric Anders, helping him get ready for his last fight. And you guys know who Eric, he's a big dude. So his game plan was to get a lot of takedowns in his fight. So I spent 8 weeks getting pushed and bullied around by Eric Anders. And there's a few other guys out in Arizona, Ray Waters, Ryder Newman, who's actually on the Ultimate Fighter this season, that were really helping me out, pushing me. And then, of course, my team back home at CSW. So I got to go out there and show that I've been working on those things. I had to get back to the roots because I started with wrestling. So it's no excuse why I should be, having these guys getting these takedowns and just holding me down. But it did also help me because if they're going to take me down and just hold me down, I know there's that fear in their heart because standing up with me is just a different animal.
Thank you very much, sir. Ray Waters is a stud.
Yes, indeed.
Breeze.
Hey, this is Breeze with the MMA Breeze. So, like you said, getting back to your grappling, what do you think is your best path to victory against Rory McDonald here with this fight? You said you spent a lot of time with your grappling. Of course, that's going to be anticipated. Are you looking to show off your improvements, or would you rather just get in there, knock him out, and get out?
Oh, definitely get in there and knock him out and get out. But there's it can possibly be a time where he can get close enough to try, and I'm just gonna stuff him and beat him up. That's all it is. Stuff those shots, make him die for things, make him desperate for those takedowns. He's gonna be. I have to put that fear in his heart with my striking to where he's diving and doing anything he can for those takedowns, so we can get a highlight reel knockout from him being desperate.
And do you feel any pressure with a big name like Roy McDonald, to finish this with a highlight reel?
Not really, no pressure. Like I said, I've always wanted to fight him and I've always seen myself beating him. But, I debuted in the UFC against Thiago Alves, and Thiago Alves was one of my heroes growing up in this fight game. And you seen what I did to him. So like the name means nothing. The person means nothing. I'm going out there to beat him up just like I would do anybody else.
Awesome. Thank you, man. Good luck.
Thank you.
Dylan.
Hey there, Curtis. How's it going?
Great, sir. How are you?
I'm doing well, thanks. I was just kind of curious because in our prior interview, we were kind of talking about how you were the matchmaker at Fight Club OC for a period. Just with this PFL welterweight field here, can you put on the matchmaker hat a little bit and talk about your thoughts on some of these different matchups in the welterweight ranks?
I've been so focused on this fight that I don't know really who's fighting who outside of Ray Cooper and I believe the guy from France, correct? Um, I like Ray Cooper, and I think that fight next for me will be awesome just because I would love to take out the best two guys in the tournament in the season first. And but the tall guy from Sweden, that's like that fight really intrigues me. I would love to fight with him too.
Up next, Roz.
Hey, how are you? This is Raz from Everything MMA Era. So, just kind of touching on this Rory fight. What do you think kind of separates you from Rory on Thursday night, and how do you see the fight ending?
Definitely would knockout or TKO. The difference is the speed and the ability I have with my lead hand as far as how creative my jab is and how fast my cross is. If he hasn't fixed that head movement thing, I don't even see him making it to the June fight because I'm coming to smash that nose all the way up.
Okay, and then following up on that, how do you see that speed going against Roy Cooper?
Can you say that one more time? Sorry.
So just kind of to follow up on that in terms of kind of what separates you from it. So how would you see kind of these attributes and everything you've went through against Ray Cooper in a potential fight?
I think it's worse for him because he has to come to me, and he showed in his fights where he'll die for those takedowns. He'll football tackle to get those double legs. I'm waiting for that. That's a fastball down straight down the plate. I'm knocking that out the park.
Okay. Well, best of luck on Thursday.
Thank you.
Up next, Alex, Cage-Side Press.
Hi, Curtis. It's Alex from Cage-Side Press. Do you think that you staying active and fighting twice in 2020 will give you an advantage over Rory, who was on the sidelines?
I'm not a huge believer in ring rust, but definitely how his last fight ended and him having that year off. He probably got a lot of time to heal up the little nagging injuries. So I'm sure he's going to come out and put his all, but his all isn't going to be enough.
Thank you and good luck.
Thank you.
Mason.
Hi, Curtis. This is Mason from the Sports Sesh podcast. How are you doing today?
I am great, sir.
That's great to hear. Obviously, as we all know, your opponent Rory has been in some of the greatest fights we've seen, most notably in his second fight with Robbie Lawler. Knowing that your opponent has been through these wars, does that make any more pressure to yourself?
No, not at all, because I always prepare for war. Like, I'm always prepared to go to war, but I say it all the time. I am a sniper on the top of the bell tower. I'm not going in there for war. I'm trying to land these shots, not get touched, and put you down. So seeing him going through those wars, that means I'm just going to be able to shoot him a whole lot.
And what would a PFL title mean to yourself?
Man, it'll mean the world, man. Just the title, the money. It's a blessing. Like this, those are things my family needs right now, my legacy needs right now. So it'll mean a lot.
Thank you, sir, and I can't wait to see you come fight night.
Thank you.
Drew.
Hey, Curtis, Drew Pierce, FightLeague.com. What does it feel like to finally being able to make your PFL debut, and on top of it being the headlining event of the entire night?
Oh man, it's awesome. Coming up on a club show, I was always the main event. I main event at LFA a few times, but being the main event on ESPN it's a big deal, and I'm excited to go out there and display to the millions what I can do.
Thanks, man.
No problem.
Hey, Curtis, how you doing? This is Tariq with the Havoc Hour. Just wanted to, I heard you mention Sada Busi. He's the guy from Sweden. How you feel you match up against him?
Oh man, he's a big dude, but I've been looking at them little skinny legs. Oh, I will chew them things up.
That sounds good, man. Well, maybe we'll see it. Good luck on Thursday.
Thank you.
How's it going, Curtis?
Great, sir.
From father to father, congrats on that third son of yours. How's that affected your camp right now?
Not too much. He comes to the gym with me, and then this whole distance learning thing. Anyway, my boys, they're not in school the whole time, so I have my 10-year-old and my 6-year-old with me to help out and help them out at the gym. So we just lock them in the cage and go to training. I mean, all three of my sons have been gym babies, so I've been doing this for a long time. So we have a routine.
That's beautiful. So you actually mentioned work with Eric out at Fight Ready. So is that where most of your camp has been spent for this one as well?
No, I was already back home, and I took the opportunity, not really on short notice, but I had for 2 weeks. I thought I was just an alternate, so I was just getting ready at home. I did fly down to Arizona to get some sparring in. I went to go work with Ray Waters. And then I came back up, and the next week they told me that I was officially in. So most of my camp has been here in
Beautiful.
Atlantic City for the most part.
Congrats on everything for the last year. Good luck.
Thank you.
Mike Owens?
Hello, Curtis. This is Michael from Mike Owens Media. In your opinion, where do you think you have the biggest advantage over Rory McDonald in terms of MMA skill sets?
Just definitely standing in that range. Actually, and standing at range or in the pocket. I believe I'm very, very, very nasty inside the clinch, inside of range, short distances, uppercuts and hooks. For a tall guy, I'm really good, and that just goes to idolizing guys like Floyd, who can hit you at any distance. So definitely standing.
Best of luck for Thursday night.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Curtis. I appreciate you coming out today.
No problem. You guys have a great day.
You too.